Yo, yo, yo. Here we go.
Perdóname, si podemos hablar por un momento.
So, I'm back. Never been so enthusiastic about anything. No, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back. It's not that, but I'm back. You know, is neither negative or positive. I'm back, bitches. So here we are. So it's been a long time. It's been 3 weeks, and I've been in Cuba. So y'all know I've been bathing in the ocean and in a bucket. But I've been eating great food. I've been meeting a lot of musicians. I've been doing loads and loads of stuff for you, and yeah. So I don't even have any notes because I have so much to tell, but I don't even know where to begin. You know. So basically, I have oh shoot, I hate hairs. So basically, yeah, I came back yesterday, I think. No, 2 days ago. Yeah, I've been back for 48 hours. So my COVID test, so boring to talk about, but negative, blah, 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 blah. Or else I wouldn't be here, right? So, yeah, what to tell? I mean, I saw the studios. We picked one, the one that was available, and Cuba was nice. There was sun, there was music, we were dancing in the street, we were drunk at the beach. It was, the best of the best with my best friend. One of my best friends, Champy, who is a choreographer, now songwriter. Because we found out on the trip that he is a spectacular songwriter. And I invited him actually to be a part of the album that we're gonna record in the spring. So that's exciting news. I was so stunned by his new life that was gonna begin, more than him, I think, because I just know when it's a calling for him, and that was his calling, and it was so cool to be a part of that calling, and to see that calling. Okay, I stopped saying calling. But I don't know if you can see, I got a tan. Well, yeah, you can see I got a tan. Because I was looking like a ghost by the end of this year. I was starting to look like toilet paper. So it was nice for me to get sun. I'm supposed to look like this. And yeah. I found the musicians. I met with the composer Roniel, who's a Grammy winner, Latin Grammy winner of a traditional music, that category, something like that. And he is hella fantastic, let me just say. I wrote the song actually on the plane. I haven't, on my way there, I haven't slept for, I think when I landed, I have slept for like 2-3 days. I slept a bit on the plane. But I've been doing some fun activities, meeting new people, and, then I have to take a sleep out of the program to do other fun stuff because I like to live and experience, and that's just how it is. So, yeah. So I prioritized that, went with my intuition on that, and I'm happy that I did because it was really nice. So we flew, me and Champy, we met in Paris, and I was tired as F, but that was just how it is, but I was happy. I was excited. I was all of the feelings you could imagine. So where to start? Champy has made, for those who don't know who Champy is my best friend from Spain. I met him in LA 6 years ago, and we've been friends since, and he's been with me to Cuba since. And we're not together. He's homosexual, with not to be like, but he's my best gay friend. So, and everybody has one of those, but it's not to be particularly about that. But people will be like, okay, is that your boyfriend or something? Man, no, it's not. He has a cool boyfriend who's a good dancer called Tot Paul. So he's always with me. Not only is he a fantastic person, but he is also a fantastic photographer. Dude, he made a video of me in the sea when we were so drunk. Like, the first day we drank, we passed. You know, when you cross that line from going from being good and then being, okay, I don't know if this is gonna be well. And then I crashed in the car. So, you know, I have to put my act together, all of that. Yeah, so basically we were in quarantine for 4 days and then had a second test, and that ended out to be negative. So for the first 3, 4, or 5 days we were on the beach. There's no tourists there. There's only 20 people who has COVID. So in the meantime over here, what the F? In 2 weeks, everything has popped. Not to say, but it's pretty bad. The schools are closed. I can't teach dancing. Everything is crazy. Like, I think we have 3,000. I don't even care about COVID, but I'm just saying that's a lot. And the plane on the way to Cuba was just so packed with Cubans because it was the only flight to Cuba since March, I think, maybe. So it was packed with Cubans. Everybody was drinking. It was a party bus, a party airborne with Cubans. And I have my neighbor is working in the VIP section. That is a very nice service when we land, and we get ahead of everything, so we don't have to stand in line. Like, it's beyond the first class. Skip the line. It's like somebody's coming and picking you up from the aircraft, and then we go, and then they have my name on the thing, and then I go to a salon. I drink my tequila straight up, as you know, and he drank his beer, his Cuban beer that he loved, and yeah, there's gonna be a little documentary about it. I'm gonna put it on my YouTube, so next 2 weeks or something, I will let you know for sure. But I start calling all these dudes, and I said, I have a topic in mind. El amor no tiene forma. The love don't have any. Doesn't have, not to say form. Doesn't. Oh my God, Ayala was here and she said it so well. I can't even translate it. So, dude, there's Google Translate. El amor no tiene forma. Okay? And that was actually Champi's idea, because I was reflecting on my life, and he reflected it back on me with a sentence, and I said, that's a bar right there. I actually think it's a title, and it's just great when you find titles like that just during conversation, and it was on the plane. So you never know when it's gonna hit you with a song title, like, and then Raniel, who is the co-composer of the album, of my album, he came to my house with his guitar, and we wrote the form. We wrote the top line, which is the melody only, and the format of the song. And a couple of days later, I wrote the lyrics with Champi, and that was it. And then it got postponed, and then the studio was kind of like weird, and then they didn't know the state studio were weird, and then we ended up picking a smaller private studio because we had to take what's available, right? And but I think I will be in that big studio for the spring. Either way, it doesn't matter the size of the studio. You can make a hit or you can make a song from the basement of your mother's camping trailer, from your mother's trailer park, okay? So, it's just about taste and it's about talent and it's about hard work. So, from 9 o'clock in the morning, it's very normal to have 12 hours days in the studio, very normal. But it's still hard, right? And Champi was there with me, and there was a million people in there. And Roniel I was just so, like, guys, if you hear it, I'm going to make you, I don't even think I can I'll give you a preview on it. On the next pod, I will give you a preview on it when I have the master, okay? But we went to see Spiritual Voodoo Santeria witch, and she gave me very, very good feedback on my questions, and it's not even her feedback, it's the Chango, as we say. That's my spirit character, whatever. If you don't understand it, then don't, but or else you can Google it. I say Google it to everything. Answer, Google it. Hey Siri. So yeah, I was just so amazed. I got so touched. Me and Champi were so touched by the trumpets and the musician that came in, the bass player, El Tres. That's a special guitar from Cuba, a technique and a sound that they made in Cuba that misses like some strings. And what else? The choir. The percussionist, yeah, and then me at last. I was the last one to record, and we did it 3 days ago, basically 4 days ago. So, I made it. But my manager, I got on a call with him today, and he was just like, wow, everything went so fast. And I was just like, well, yeah, once you get into the studio and the musicians start to come in, it's gonna go fast, right? It's gonna be. So we got, like, I'm just so happy that I did it, because I'm always a doer. I say something and I do it. Or I try to do it. If it fails, then it fails. Takes me to another path, but it's all good. But I just love and I enjoy having an idea and then going with it and doing it and going with my intuition. I love doing that. So I guess I'm just saying this third album of mine is gonna be the one. I can feel it in my gut. I can feel it in my gut. I can feel it in my gut. Yeah. And it's not like that. The album has nothing to do with that. El amor no tiene forma. El amor. Something like that. El amor no tiene forma. El amor no tiene forma. That was a little preview. So, yeah. I'm just super high from the experience and being on Cuba so many times, and doing all the fun stuff, and then now actually doing something that the people are good at. Like their sound over there, I just love it, and I can't wait to, like, I didn't want to go, I just want to keep going, you know? But we have to wait for some funds, we have to have a meeting, we have to see, look over the budgets, we have to get a meeting together and see what's going on. So I'll keep you updated, but once I'm gone to Cuba, it's gonna be 6 weeks or 2 months. So we'll be having a bit of a break, maybe a second season, and but I'll be back for sure. Don't worry. It's not even. I'm just pre-thinking, you know. But I'm just saying. To round it up, it was fantastic. Musicians in Cuba are fantastic. And they're talented, professional, They have something that we call a don. Not a don, but a don. That is what we call the X Factor. They were so good, dude. This bass player came in 12 minutes. Everybody looked at him like he was famous, and I didn't know anyone. So I was just like, thank you for being a part of it. I pay him then, of course. So, but I'm saying thank you for coming and devoting your time and dot 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 dot. But everybody just cross-eyed when they saw the bass player, because apparently this bass player was the best bass player in Cuba. So people got nervous. So I was just like, okay, so what's going on here? But then I saw for myself with my own eyes. God damn it, he was good. He's called El Chino. So, because he's Chinese, we have 1% population in Cuba of Chinese people, or the other way around. I'm so tired. Jet lag. I'm sorry. You get me. There's some Chinese people, because we have this healthcare system that is free, and we have a lot of doctors in Cuba. So China and Cuba has a deal. It's a government thing, and they fly back and help each other out. For example, in the COVID situation, Cuba flow. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Guys, I'm doing it. Gave them 25,000 doctors to help them because of the COVID situation. So that's how good the bond is between Cuba and China. And I guess things are still the same. Like in Cuba, people are saying that people don't have money. Still the same. The water is coming in 1 hour a day. She told me my isn't it crazy how to count on water like that? I've been used to it my whole life, and I've been used to having it my whole life too. But in Cuba, my cousin said to me that lives with me in my home. She said that she'd been waiting for water for 3 days. There hasn't been any water. And if it wasn't for the tanks, everybody got a blue tank on their rooftop so they can bathe and, do stuff, wash stuff, make food, boil water, because I only drink boiled water. I can't drink the water because it's too dirty. So they have to boil it, then they have to filter it. It's a whole process. What they do for me, my family, is amazing over in Cuba. It's amazing. Like, I get treated like a king. Ironically, my artist name is King, but every night I go to bed and I have these things on because the light comes in. So Chumpy's in the living room on a mattress. It's a small apartment, not that small, but it's a smaller apartment, and I sleep in my bed that I've always slept in since I was 6 years old, and I have these earplugs in. I have the whole equipment on. I look like a fucking stupid cat. I actually think it's frog's eyes. I couldn't even find a neutral one. Like, what the F? So anyways, every night I smoke my goodnight cigarette. And then I get a foot massage and a hand massage. Not even a foot massage. I get a leg massage from my cousin. She is amazing. And she treats me very well. Well, my aunt and my cousin, that is her daughter, treats me very well. And I'm also helping them. I'm sending them money every month. It's not because of that, but I think it's just the maintaining relationship of me coming back and, family's family and whatnot. But, So now I'm dealing with the jet lag, dude. Like, my face is twice as big. Like, I feel so swollen. It's unbelievable. So flying was a fucking mess. I don't even know. I met someone in a lounge, a dude that was speaking Italian. And that was the only reason why I approached him, because he was speaking Italian. Because I've once been told some things with it. Yeah, that story to another time. But anyways, so I spoke to this person who was in the sleep lounge, where you can't talk, but it was only him, and he was on the phone, and I was fine with that because then I could be on the phone with Champi, who was in Barcelona waiting. But then I asked him what he does, because I felt like he was a football player. I don't know why. But then he was a racer. He was not that good to communicate, but that's okay. Then he said he tried to say that he was a racer, but so what he says to me is that he tests race cars before they go on markets. He's one of the 3 people in the world who has to test them and drive them and tell the company what they have to do and not do. So he invited me out for a pizza, and I said no. But he's... For various reasons, I said no. But he was, sit here. I was like, okay, this is aggressive. You know? It's just like, come on. It's just so weird when I don't know if I want. Like, can we just talk like humans? And it doesn't have to be a woman and a man dynamic. Can we just talk to human without you, like, trying to hit on me? I'm not hitting on you. I'm just curious, right? But that can, smack your feet sometimes, So anyways, I thought it was a pretty cool job, and I thought it was interesting, so I wanted to hear about it. So he showed me pictures and stuff like that, and I told him what I did, and he didn't seemed very interested in that, but very Italian of him to be, he was from Sicilia. Anyways, yeah, so he followed me on Instagram or some stuff like that. But I think it's a very cool job. But he said to me, when I was ready, he would invite me on a pizza. And I'm imagining this invitation is going to be to Rome, to go, like Monica from Friends, when she went with Richard to Rome to eat a pizza. I'm thinking it's going to be that kind of league. He actually travels all the times, but it was very uncharming how he said it. He said it. Look how many places I've been. Look how many photos I don't know if this Italian is a culture thing. Like, I don't care how many places you've been to. Like, that doesn't make you a better person. That makes you a well-traveled person, but that doesn't define you as, with values, It's just so funny meeting new people, but I met amazing people in Cuba, and that's the whole point. And I ended up waiting longer in Amsterdam than expected, but I'm here now, so now I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about good stuff. But yeah, it's just been so fun. We've been eating. We have trouble with, you can't even flush. Like, they say to each other, like, save the flush. So if you don't have to do a number 2, you have to save the flush. But because I'm there, I can do it. But their habit is to save the flush. It's just so funny. Save the flush. So, yeah. So that was the thing. Save the flush. And yeah, it was just amazing to work with the musicians. It was amazing to be there. It was not my first time. As you know, I'm half Cuban. So, it's all good. So, yeah, I'm excited to sleep a bit more and get back to you once I'm back. But Denmark is on lockdown, apparently. So what to do? Same shit. Like, I benefit from this lockdown. I've always benefited the whole year. I think this fucking year rocks, and I still do. Because it's not a setback. Is actually a step forward. That's how I see it. I know people are dying, but people are dying no matter what. And I'm trying to keep the positive, and that's just my way to deal with it. And I can have my reasons, whatever, but you can't judge that. I'm just trying to stay positive because, and I say that all the time to my family because they're like, oh, there's no rice, there's no tomatoes today, I don't know, da da da. So we have what we have, and that's it. At least we have some money. I mean, at least we have a roof. At least we own this home. You know, I'm trying to point out the good things. At least I have clothes on. Once I met Diego, he never received, Diego the Diamond, a dancer from LA. He never received a gift before. I saw him in a class in LA with barefoot. And I decided to go buy him some shoes. Not because he didn't have shoes, he had one pair, but he rather dance barefoot than with shoes. And he was from Sao Paulo, from the favela. So, and he was just so thankful for everything. He was just thankful for bread. Like, he said he's been homeless for a year. Like, I know I'm putting things in perspective and all of that, but anyways, let's shove that out and talk about how I didn't have Wi-Fi over there. I had more Wi-Fi over there than previous. Like, previous, I could go on once and that's it. But now there's been more Wi-Fi and I could connect through phones and I don't know what. And I was in Varadero, which has a hotel which was free Wi-Fi from the first time. Because the hotels doesn't have free Wi-Fi till this year. So, you know, the world's economy is low, but my stocks are up, so that's good. So whack. But, yeah, so it's always nice to not be on. I think I spent the most, like, maybe 7 days without being on. I had to pay some bills because it was the 1st of December, and I had to do some, you know, normal people stuff. And yeah, and then we just went to the beach and had a fun time. And after that, I worked, and I worked, and we worked, and we wrote, and we thought, and we soaked it all in: the sun, the music, the people, the food, and travel is just life. I love to travel. God damn it! It's so weird when you come back from a travel, right? Doesn't it feel like kind of melancholic once you come back? Like, I'm never so excited to go back. But that's my conflict with home. I feel like Denmark is my home because I'm from here. But I'm at home where I'm at. If that makes any sense. So I'm never like, oh, I want to go back to my home. Like, I'm never that person. I'm never that person that says that. Because I've lived there. I've lived in Stockholm. I lived in LA. I've been going to Cuba every year. I've been in Denmark. Like, everything has just been so, you know, crazy. I've traveled to Paris. I did everything that I feel like I don't think I will have a home until I have kids and they're with me and we will travel together and that will be my home, you know? But I don't have that, you know, I want to go back to my city kind of thing. Damn it, I want to go to New York. I was supposed to go to New York for my birthday this year, but I couldn't because of, you know what, the COVID. I was supposed to go, and I don't think I can go to New York this April. My birthday is April 13th, because I think I'm going to be recording. But let's see, I guess. Actually, I'd rather work or not work. You know, I don't divide it. But I'd rather be and do my album because I'm excited and I want to do it, you know. And then go to maybe New York. If it's still up and running, if we can come in. I don't know by that time. But I just lay in the water, and wherever the flow takes me, I'll go there with my intuition. And I think I'm going to end on that. Because, guys, if I sound or look insane, it's because I feel insane. When you're jet lagged, and it's the most boring thing to talk about, jet lag and time and all of that stuff, but it's not that hard. 6 hours is fine. But, yeah, and also the cold here is pretty cold. Again, weather is boring, but, you know, I was biking in pouring rain, all wet. All of my clothes, I have changed my clothes. My pants were wet, everything. Imagine going from tropical and then biking because I didn't want to take any. I don't have a car. I don't have a license, and I said to myself, that will be my gift to myself when I get to LA. Get a license and a car. But this city is so small, you don't even need a car. So I am so stubborn in this bike I have because it's an electrical bike and I want to bike it. So I'm so stubborn and I look at the weather and I'm like, right? They say that we have here in Denmark 200 days, rain days. What do you say about that? Right? I'm going to take these off because they're pushing my everything, my brain. They squeezing my brain. So yeah, basically, came on my bike here, recorded Ayala, who's an opera singer, who's gonna be a guest here soon. She's very cool. And then I did some other stuff, had a meeting, and then I'm here. Talked to my manager, and yeah, just trying to plan stuff. So that's been my day. I woke up at 1 o'clock. And that's great. Woke up hella hungry. I have to go out and do grocery shopping now. Haven't done that for a while because my home does it for me. Back to normal life, but just back to life. Just back to another country, another habits. I don't know if I like habits. The only thing I like is to be going back to the same bed kind of thing. Like if it's a hotel or whatever. I really like hotels. I think you know. So yeah, it's raining and I have to bike back. I saw Dr. Moens yesterday. He was the first person I saw. And he deserved a big hug. He's been so lonely and nobody's been there. No, well, he's not so lonely, but I told him all about it. I was there till midnight or more. Like, me and him, we just talk and talk and talk. I told him everything about the tour and everything about my Cuba travel. And yeah, I just love him. He's one of my best friends. And he's 80 and he's an orthopedic doctor who operates, not more, but 5 years ago he did. So he's very cool and knows a lot about life and investments. And we talk about economies and, make the right choices. And also we talk about, medicine and we talk about life and we talk about San Francisco. We talk about cities and people and cultures and we're just like, when you just meet some persons and it just goes like that. Not many times that happens, but that happens. And that happened with me and Dr. Moon. It was something I took care of him. I don't do it anymore, but I did as a job. And then I just kept in contact, as you know. So if y'all been listening, y'all know that I don't work where Dr. Moon lives. So yeah, we call him Dr. Moon because it's Moens, but Moon is the moon. So I like to call him that. So yeah, it was good to see him. I had sometimes in the car in Cuba, I was just like, I wish Dr. Moon was here to see what I saw, right? You have those feelings. And it's not in a romantic way. Like, it's in a soul way. It's in a... Like, I feel like he's been my brother in another life, right? So you just have those soul connections, and I had a lot of those lately. Well, not a lot, but two. So it's just amazing living. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna round it up. And yeah, that's the update from 3 weeks, and I hope y'all take care. Just make sure maybe now just try to stay positive. I would say that's the only thing I want to say. Don't try to be negative. Let's stay positive. Let's hold each other up. Let's go. Because life is still happening, right? Welcome. Hola.